Hey, my fellow entrepreneurs, it's Alex from BusinessRocket, and we're going to talk about the benefits of registering an LLC in California. As you know, an LLC is a pass-through tax structure, which means that it doesn't actually pay any income tax for the money that it earns or loses. All the money from an LLC generally goes to the owners of the company, and they're going to pay that tax in whatever state they actually live in. So if you live in California, you want to register your company in California. If you register your company, let's say in Delaware or Wyoming or New Mexico, the problem with that is over the years, California is going to see that because on your personal tax return, you're going to show that your company is located in New Mexico, for example. And then in 2 years, California is going to ask you to register that business in California. And now you're going to have a New Mexico company with foreign registration in California, which will increase the amount of requirements you're going to have for filing. You're going to have 2 annual reports. You're going to have 2 different versions of compliance. You want to kind of keep it simple and just register in California since you live there. Now, for the people that don't live in California or even international clients, the 2 reasons why you'd want to register in California is if number 1, you have a home base in California, like for example, you have an office or employees, or you're planning to open up an office, then California is a great place. The second thing is if it's kind of the tech hub of the United States, meaning all the big companies have a base in California, and it's much more prestigious to be registered in California versus like for example, Delaware and Wyoming, where other companies know that that's kind of where the shell companies are located in. Beyond residency, why is California also a good place to register? Number 1, California has pretty low actually filing fees. So when you want to open the company, the filing fee in California is only $70. There's also a $6 certified copies fee to put it together for $76. But compared to other states like Delaware, it's actually much cheaper. Additionally to that, the annual report in California is only $20 with a $6 certified copy fee. It's also much cheaper than other states. So in reality, to file and open the company in California is a little bit cheaper than everywhere else. Additionally, in California, your filing requirement for the annual report is only once every 2 years. The first one is going to be due 90 days after you create the company, and then every 2 years after that. Compared to other states having to do that every single year, kind of a big thing in California. Lastly, California management of the company is actually really beneficial as well, because when you want to change the ownership of the company or the business address of the business, you just kind of change the annual report and you're good to go. And that annual report is only $20. And once you pay it for the first year on the first time, you don't have to keep paying every single time. You're going to be changing ownership that year. So that's also a benefit for having an LLC in California. And that makes the business management of your LLC very simple in California, because you can actually change ownerships, change address relatively easily in California. Keep in mind, in California, you do have a minimum $800 yearly fee to keep your company active. However, the company owes that money, not you personally. So if you open the company in California and in 12 and 24 months, you really haven't started doing anything and your company's maybe at a negative or at zero, you could just simply close the company down without paying that $800 fee. The company is going to continue to owe that fee, but that fee does not go to you as the owner personally, unless however, you call it government and you tell them you will personally guarantee paying that fee. So I don't suggest doing that. Keep in mind, although California has a much higher tax rate than most states, the LLC itself, as I mentioned before, doesn't actually have a tax rate. It's going to be zero for you. The money is going to be paid by the owners where the owners are located. So if you're worried about California tax, I wouldn't worry about that too much, because you're going to be still paying the tax wherever you are personally located. And if you're located in California, then that's what it is. And if you're located in Florida, you're going to be paying it there anyways. The final couple benefits of having a California LLC is number 1, it allows you to have outside the state and even outside the country ownership. So California allows owners of your LLC to be living in different states or even different countries. And lastly is the registered agent. In California, you don't have to hire a professional registered agent, pay him hundreds of dollars every single year. You can do it yourself. You can also have a friend or family member do it. The only requirement is that person has to live in California, have a valid address in California, not a PO box, just a place where they can receive mail during business hours. So from 9 to 5 p.m. But that person could be anybody. It could be a friend of a friend, just somebody who's going to receive mail on behalf of your company and give it to you wherever you are. So yeah, so that covers why you want to create a company in California, the benefits of it. If you need help with creating an LLC in California, definitely reach out to BusinessRocket. All the links are below. Our fee to create a company starts at as little as $0. I do recommend the $147 Essentials package. It gives you everything you need when you first create your company in California. Thank you guys so much. Till next time.